Right now, at design studios around the world, AI is drafting floor plans. In one city, it is completing structural analysis in a matter of minutes. In another, it is generating photorealistic 3D renders in under 30 seconds. The global architecture AI market has grown fourfold in just 3 years. And in 2026, this wave is no longer approaching from a distance. It has fully arrived. Today, we are going to break down the top 10 AI SaaS tools that every practicing architect and interior designer should be seriously evaluating right now. We will compare them on cost, learning curve, and real-world applicability, with hard numbers. First, let us address why the SaaS delivery model specifically is so disruptive here. Traditional architecture software has always meant expensive perpetual licenses, often costing thousands of dollars upfront. AutoCAD, Revit, Rhino, familiar names that came with significant procurement friction and long procurement cycles. AI SaaS is fundamentally different. For a monthly subscription that can start at just a few dozen dollars, you get immediate access to state-of-the-art AI models, with automatic updates built in. But the most critical shift is in the barrier to entry. High-performance rendering and automated design workflows, once the exclusive domain of large, well-resourced firms, are now equally accessible to a solo practitioner. The result is straightforward: less time spent on repetitive drafting tasks, higher quality deliverables, and a genuinely leveled playing field. That is precisely why AI SaaS is not just a software upgrade. It represents a structural change to how architecture practices compete. Let us get into the tools themselves. Starting with the design and BIM automation category, here are 3 platforms that are leading the field. First, SpaceMaker, originally developed in Norway and now part of the Autodesk ecosystem, takes a site's physical and regulatory constraints as input and automatically generates dozens of massing study options. Solar access, floor area ratio, and setback requirements are all optimized in parallel, and results arrive in minutes rather than days. Second, TestFit, developed in the United States, is purpose-built for residential and commercial floor plate optimization. It automates unit layout across multiple floors and connects live to preliminary construction cost estimates in real time, giving you design and budget data simultaneously. Third, Arcol is a browser-based BIM platform that brings collaborative, lightweight BIM workflows to teams that cannot justify a full Revit infrastructure. It is particularly well-suited to small and mid-size practices. For broader context on BIM's operational impact, leading construction firms that have integrated BIM-based inspection systems with site capture technology have reported approximately 60% fewer post-completion defects, a compelling signal of where BIM automation is already delivering measurable results. Next, the rendering category. This is arguably the fastest-moving area of AI adoption in architecture practice right now, and the one with the most immediate impact on day-to-day work. First, Verus integrates directly into Revit, Rhino, and SketchUp as a plugin, applying AI-generated visual styles to your existing 3D models and producing presentation-ready images almost instantly. Rendering wait times drop by up to 95% compared to traditional CPU-based workflows. Second, Viscom lets you upload a hand sketch and transforms it into a near photorealistic perspective render using AI. It is an indispensable asset for the early concept phase, enabling fast, high-quality visual communication with clients before a single digital model has been built. Third, Macket.ai takes a floor plan image as input and automatically generates interior space visualizations. For interior designers, this can cut proposal preparation time by more than half, dramatically accelerating the pace at which you can move from brief to client presentation. Design and rendering are only part of the picture. Practice operations and site management represent equally significant opportunities for AI-driven efficiency, and here are 4 platforms already making a real impact. First, Alice Technologies uses AI to optimize construction scheduling by simulating thousands of sequencing and resource allocation scenarios. then identifying the fastest and most cost-efficient path forward. It is being deployed on major commercial and infrastructure projects worldwide. Second, BillDots mounts 360-degree cameras on site personnel and automatically compares the captured footage against the project BIM model, detecting construction errors and schedule deviations in real time, long before they escalate into costly rework. Third, Cove.tool performs automated energy performance and carbon emissions analysis during the earliest stages of design, with building energy standards tightening globally under frameworks including LEED, BREEAM, and the EU Energy Performance of Buildings Directive. Integrating sustainability analysis into early design decisions is rapidly becoming a baseline expectation, not a premium. Fourth, Finch uses AI to automatically optimize circulation paths and spatial efficiency within floor plans, with particular effectiveness demonstrated in multifamily residential and open-plan office projects. We have covered 10 tools, but where should you actually start? The answer comes down to ROI, return on investment relative to your current practice size and workflow. Based on available data, AI rendering tools consistently deliver the highest ROI for the broadest range of practice sizes. With monthly subscriptions starting at roughly $40. They immediately eliminate the cost of outsourced visualization and compress turnaround time to near zero. Space optimization tools like Finch and Macit.ai also show fast, measurable returns, with a direct connection between stronger design proposals and improved client conversion rates. On the other hand, platforms like BillDots and Alice Technologies deliver their maximum value at a certain project scale, typically larger commercial or infrastructure engagements. The strategic framework is straightforward. Solo practitioners and small practices should prioritize rendering and space optimization tools as their first investments. Midsize and larger firms should layer in BIM automation and site management tools alongside rendering. The cost of entry is low. The competitive cost of waiting is compounding every quarter. Every one of the 10 platforms covered today has already been validated on real projects, in real practices around the world. The insight that matters most is this: AI is not replacing architects. Architects who use AI are replacing architects who do not. In 2026, the competitive differentiator in architectural practice is no longer simply which software you are familiar with. It is how deeply AI has been woven into your actual daily workflow, the design decisions, the client touchpoints, the repetitive tasks that quietly consume your most valuable hours. Start with an honest diagnosis of where your practice loses the most time each week. Then map that friction point to one of the tools on this list. The performance gap between AI-augmented practices and those still working exclusively with traditional methods is widening every single month. The cost of starting is low. The cost of waiting keeps rising.